be creating bundles. This is super easy to do, but very important. Obviously, someone can land on your store and buy one product, but if you incentivize them to buy multiple, you obviously make more money and it'll make it so much easier to be profitable long term. So I like to use this tool called Rappy. I'll leave in the description. You can actually sign up and save some money with this monthly subscription tool. If you go with the full paid version of Shrine theme, you won't need Rappy, but if you're going with the lower version, you will end up needing some type of bundling tool to make it all easy. So I like Rappy. They're pretty cool, and they integrate really well with subscription-based tools as well. So if you're selling a supplement and you want to do a subscription-based model, you can do that as well. So we're gonna hit create a new bundle. Super simple to set this all up. For me personally, like to use, I believe it's called, give me a sec here. There's a couple different options. I do like to use this one here, and I'm going to change some colors and stuff here in a second. So we'll just name this the same name of our product. Customers will not be able to see this, so that's fine. We're going to hit specific product, and I like to obviously use our product there. Boom. For the headline here, you can do something like limited time offer. Leave that centered. Cool, cool. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to add a gradient. But we're going to pick a color like blue, for example, for the gradient. There we go. And then I like to use a prestige there. So when they click on it, we'll be able to easily see which one that they're going with. Sweet. Now we're going to go to offers here. And for the first offer, we're just going to have it the normal price. So I like to do like, you do buy one, or if you want to type it out, you can do that as well. I'm just going to do one. Make this standard price. We can also do some code as well. So if you want to do save, and then if you use this like bracket here and do save underscore total, we can make it so they actually save money. So you can see here it says save 10. So whatever your normal price is, you can have it as a discounted price here. So they'll save $10 with the standard price. This is where you can come in and upload an image of the product, which I recommend doing. So what I do is I keep it simple. So if it's just one unit of the product, I'll just add that there. Give it a second to load, and then we can adjust the size and stuff we need to, but you can see it there. Okay, add quantity widgets so people are very clear and concise on how much that they're getting. This matters more for the other bundles, as you can see here in a moment. Cool, so we'll do that. And then all this stuff here is good how it is. We're not going to have this be the default offer though, so we're going to uncheck that. Actually, we have to create offer 2. So let's do offer 2 now. So offer 2 for this particular product, I'm going to do a buy 2, get 1 free. And then again, we're just going to do the code here. So we just do save, do this like squiggly bracket, save underscore total, boom, boom. So you can see how much money they'll save. We're going to make the quantity 3 though, because they're obviously getting more. Cool. We're going to add this image here. And because they're getting 3, if they buy 2, they get 1 free. I'm going to make sure there's 3 pictures of my product with the logo and branding, of course. Okay. For reference, this is just the image here. So transparent background, you just easily set that up in Canva. Cool. Save. Awesome. We're going to make this the default offer. So we're going to hit select by default. And then we can say most popular, best deal, whatever you want to do. And then obviously it would also make sense to add a third one too. Seems like Rappy actually also just added live social proof too. 40 people reviewing this product. I actually think that's super cool. So you can throw that in there as well, so people can be like, oh, cool. There's a certain amount of people live on there. Also progress bar as well. So if you're doing like gifts and bundles and upsells as well, totally optional. If someone, if you want someone to buy 3 things and they unlock a free gift plus free shipping, you can do that as well. So you just mess around with this. But I'm gonna add this live social proof as well, which is really cool. Cool. And then the last thing here too is I like to go to advanced settings, and I like to make price rounding, turn price rounding on. I like to set it to 99. So everything is clean 99 bucks or 99 cents at the end there. Cool. Yeah, so that's basically it for that. And then yeah, there shouldn't be anything else you need to do here. Obviously, once you're installing this a tool like Rappy, you want to make sure it's live on your actual website. So what we're gonna do is hit publish, and we're gonna actually go test it out right now and see what we got going on. Cool. So it's just a random amount. I like that. Sweet. So now that is active. So now we can go back to the online store. Hit customize. Go to the product. And we're going to do a couple things. First things first is we can hide the price here. And we could hide I believe the quantity selector is fine to have with Shrine. But we got to make sure that Rappy is installed. Okay, it is. So hit save here. We might have to refresh. Boom. Okay. And now Rappy's bundle will populate over Shrines. Now it's important to have the variant picker on and active still, so that way Rappy knows to install their bundle instead of Shrines. And there you go. Now there's gonna be a random amount of people view. This is gonna be notified there at the bottom there. So that's actually really clean. I like that. And on mobile, that looks really sick. Nice. That is super clean. Nice. So now you added a bundle, so that's one way you can add some increased AOV there. The next thing you can do is add product upsells, which can be done, I believe, only with the premium version of Shrine. This is where we can add cart upsells, and this is really cool because we want people to spend as much money as possible, right? So we can add some complementary products that I believe will do really well with this. So one of the things that I might want to apply is, like, since this is a remineralizing tooth powder, we can look for like a product on AliExpress, like a some type of gum, like some type of applicator, where it's like a special toothbrush that we can have our customers purchase, and it makes it easier to apply it on their gums if they don't want to physically touch their gums with their hands, or even some type of toothbrush as well. So give me a second here. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do that. So I'm going to actually, just to keep it simple, I'm just going to actually use one of the existing products I already have added in here rather than trying to find a whole new one. So what I would do here is hit this plus section here and then hit product upsells. And it's going to keep kicking you out of the cart menu, but that's fine. So then we're just going to click on that section here, and then we're going to select the product. Now again, I don't have the best example of this for this, but we're just going to use these two products here, the Halloween mat and pumpkin slides or whatever, just for the example here. So as you can see here, it's going to add as like an upsell item here only in the cart. But this looks pretty bland, so we're going to do a couple things. First things first, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and we're going to hit show drop shadow and show border. So that way it kind of, okay, hold on, I didn't save the product. So for reference here, you do need to hit select here for it to save, and now it's saved. And now those are going to have a shadow, drop shadow, and it's going to have like a little border as well to make it stand out. Also, I'm not a big fan of the little buttons there. Rather than toggle switches, I like to do a classic add button. So people know that it's not added to their cart yet, but if they hit the add button, they can. You can also do like the plus as well, but I'm a big proponent of the words, the text, so people can easily see that and know exactly that it's an upsell. So something else too that we want to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, go to container title, and then you can do a couple things. I like to do like frequently bought with, so our customers know that, okay, this is a product that people tend to pair well together. Now again, this is not the best example of that, but you can do something like this. So now, obviously, if this was a legit product and brand, we could add a couple things. I recommend 2. You don't want to overwhelm your cart with too many upsells, but I recommend at least 1 to 2 additional cart upsell items that you can use that people can, when they add the product to their cart, they can see something here that will incentivize them to spend a little bit more money, increase your AOV. And that's really it, guys. Those are the 2 of the biggest things. We can also talk about post-purchase upsells down the line as well. But those are 2 things that I would launch every store with. A couple of upsells and, of course, a bundle to incentivize more people to spend more money. I'm even tempted to do a 3rd bundle here because you'd be surprised if you present the offer in front of your customers, they a lot of times will take you up on that offer. So that's personally what I would do there. And now you are increasing your chances of being more profitable and successful with your brand.